Welcome, everyone, to Illinois Institute of Technology's 154th Commencement Ceremony, honoring the graduating class of 2022-2023. At this time, we will begin the presentation of colors led by the Chicago Consortium NROTC Color Guard. Please stand for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner performed by Hor Capella.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. As Grand Marshal of this 154th commencement of Illinois Institute of Technology, I am pleased to see you all. I want to personally wish you my congratulations, you did it. And I'm also pleased to present the Carol and Ed Kaplan Armour College Dean of Engineering Endowed Chair and Interim Provost, Kenneth Christensen.
Good morning, Illinois Institute of Technology graduates, family members, friends, faculty, staff, and esteemed guests. It's my great honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 154th commencement of Illinois Institute of Technology. I also want to extend a welcome to all those who are watching the ceremony streamed live around the world today. Could I ask our students to stand up and wave to the cameras at the front of the stage? I'd like to acknowledge the veterans of our country's armed forces who are in the audience today, especially those who are among our graduates. Would the veterans who are with us please stand? Veterans, please stand. Thank you for your dedication, courage and service to the nation. I would also like to extend special congratulations to the 17 Illinois Tech staff and faculty members who are receiving degrees today. Would the staff and faculty members in attendance who are receiving degrees please stand? Don't be shy, please. It is important to remember those in our community who we lost during the past academic year. As students, faculty, staff, alumni, trustees, or friends of Illinois Tech, each of these individuals brought distinction to our university, and we will remain grateful for their contributions. Students, Lobna Mitkes and Sherwin John. Faculty, Suk-Hoon Hong and Vivian Gross. Staff members, William Bill Palm and John Wachowski. Trustees, John Rowe and William Van Santen. And friends, including former leadership, faculty, and staff, Jerry Frank, Dimitri Giddisbow, Joe Hakes, Harvey Kahalis, Arthur Takuchi, James Thompson, and Peter Green. Let's give them a round of applause. Faculty leadership is critical to the health and well-being of our university. And so I'd like to recognize 3 of our university leaders who are stepping down from their leadership posts this year. Jeff Terry, interim chair of both the Department of Social Sciences and the Department of Biology. Grant Bunker, chair of the Department of Physics. And Shlomo Argerman, chair of the Department of Computer Science. The outstanding faculty here at Illinois Tech are truly the heart of our university, and we owe them a great deal. Would all of our faculty members present today please stand so that we can thank you for your service and contributions to our university. Next, I'd like to thank the staff of the university, and they truly are the backbone of all of our operations and make everything possible that we do. Our staff work very hard to provide our students with a safe, welcoming environment where they can all thrive. Thank you for all you do for our community, and a special thanks to the staff who work so hard to make commencement special for our graduates. Could all of our staff members in presence here rise so that we may give you a round of applause? As we recognize both our faculty and staff, we should also give a round of applause to our faculty and staff who are retiring this year. We thank them for their commitment as scholars and mentors, in some cases for generations. Thank you very much. Our alumni are a shining example of the legacy of excellence at Illinois Tech, and they not only inspire our students, but also contribute greatly to their success every day. Would all of our alumni please stand so that we can recognize you? I'd also like to thank our Board of Trustees for supporting our commencement and for their commitment to our university throughout the year. Would the members of the Board of Trustees please stand as I read your names? Chairman of the Board of Trustees, alumnus Mike Galvin. University Regent Craig Duchessois. University Regent and Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Alumna Ellen Jordan. Life Trustee, Jamie Cowie. Trustee Alumnus and Chair of the Illinois Tech Alumni Board, Bob Hull. Life Trustee, Alumnus Ed Kaplan. Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Tom Langtow. Life Trustee, Rosemary Mitchell. Trustee, Jenny Neiman. Trustee Alumna, Vicki Noonan. Trustee Alumna, Myri Pritzker. Life Trustee, Alumnus, Harold Singleton III. Life Trustee, Alumnus Carl Spetzler. And Trustee, Brian Walker. And perhaps most important of all, I would like us to recognize all of the people who have supported our graduates throughout their lives. Would the parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, significant others, children, relatives, and friends of the new graduates stand so that we may recognize and thank you? Graduates, during your time at the university, the world experienced one of the most, if not the most, disruptive circumstances in our lifetimes. We are so proud of the strength and determination that each of you has shown to overcome these challenges. As tough as it has been for many of you, I trust that you will use this experience to grow both personally and professionally, as it won't be the last time that twists and turns will be thrown at you as you embark on what I'm sure will be great things to come. Indeed, we're here today to celebrate not only your outstanding achievements that have culminated in the receipt of your degree, but also the wealth of potential and optimism with which you will go and do good for the world in whatever path you choose to take. Now more than ever, the world needs you, committed, workforce-ready thinkers with the creativity and skills to lead and simply get things done. I know that you are up to the challenge. Thank you for inspiring all of us during your time here, and thank you for all of the wonderful contributions that I am confident you will make in the future. I now call upon Mike Galvin, Chairman of the Illinois Tech Board of Trustees, and an Illinois Tech alumnus who would like to say a few words to our graduates.
Good morning and welcome, graduates, families, faculty, and friends. As chair of the Illinois Tech Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the entire board, it's my great honor to congratulate you, the graduating class of 2023, on this momentous milestone. Let's hear it for you. Illinois Tech has always been a different kind of place. We are a community of thinkers who think differently, creators who create differently, entrepreneurs who build businesses differently, and designers who design differently. Founded in 1890, at a time when being different, such as being discriminated against or socioeconomically challenged, precluded one from access to higher education, our university's tech-focused, purpose-driven mission has not only welcomed diversity, but embraced this unique opportunity to create an entirely new type of institution, one that harnesses the power of our collective difference to advance technology and innovation for all. Now, more than 130 years later, and still very much rooted in our founding mission and purpose, We continue to recruit some of the world's most inquisitive minds, such as yourselves. Again, let's hear it for you. Representing a multitude of countries, cultures, ethnicities, creeds, backgrounds, as well as social and economic standings, and graduate them impactful difference makers who are literally transforming ideas that could change the world into breakthroughs that will change the world. And for many of you seated here today, the differences you've already made and the impact that you'll have and continue to make started with your commitment to join our vibrant Illinois Tech community. And we're so glad you did. I recognize that your collegiate journey up to this point has not been an easy one, especially after an unprecedented period where all of our lives felt shrunken and seemingly derailed by the COVID-19 pandemic. And yet here you are. Not only did you persevere, but you excelled and emerged from the other side as better, stronger, and more resilient and empathetic global citizens. Today, you will leave Illinois Tech with a diploma in hand. But I implore you to come back to Illinois Tech for homecomings, reunions, and other alumni events, and stay actively connected with your mentors and peer friends that are sitting around you today. In addition, circle back to be a lifelong learner at Illinois Tech, to stay abreast of the ever-evolving technological developments that will disrupt your field but present the opportunities of the future. And if you achieve the financial success that so many of our graduates have earned, give back to this university, which believed in you and gave you that jump start in your career. To support financially the scholarships and our programs of the future, just like those donors you never met before you who made possible the scholarships and programs from which you benefited. We're all in this together. So, before you go, let me leave you with this. Celebrate differences whenever possible. Challenge convention wherever they may be. And never ever allow yourselves to become complacent. Stay curious. Ask questions, however big or small. Allow yourselves an ample amount of space to discover, create, and solve differently. I wish you all the best as you embark on your new exciting chapter in this world that eagerly awaits your invaluable contributions. At this time, I'd like to introduce our president, Raj Ishambati, who will lead the honorary degree conferral. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chairman Galvin. Today's honorary degree recipients are truly inspirational and are recognized for their outstanding innovation, entrepreneurship, leadership, and commitment to STEM education, as well as for their philanthropy. We are honored by their presence with us today. We award our first honorary degree, the Honorary Doctor of Law, honoris causa, to Richard Conviser, an icon in the law for his innovation and entrepreneurship in legal education. Round of applause for Richard. Richard Conviser is Professor of Law at Illinois Institute of Technology, Chicago-Kent College of Law, where he has taught courses in antitrust corporations, business associations, and conflicts of laws since joining the faculty in the early 1970s. Conviser received his bachelor's and law degrees from the University of California at Berkeley, where he served on the Law Review. He also holds a Doctor of Laws, Dr. Direct, from the University of Cologne in Germany, and is a member of the California and Illinois bars. Conviser was formerly associated with the international law firm of Baker McKenzie. Subsequently, he was appointed by the Governor of Illinois to establish its first Foreign Operations and served as Deputy European Director of this office in Brussels. Convisor is perhaps best known as the co-founder of Barbary, which has helped more than 1.7 million lawyers around the world. Let that number register. 1.7 million lawyers around the world pass the United States bar exam since its founding in the late 1960s. Convisor was in his mid-20s when he started the small bar exam review while working as an associate at Baker McKenzie. Esteemed guests, on behalf of the Honorary Degree Committee of the University faculty, I present Richard Convisor as a candidate for the degree of Honorary Doctor of Law, honoris causa. Richard Convisor, for your innovation and entrepreneurship in legal education, and on the recommendation of the university faculty and vote of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to admit you to the degree of Honorary Doctor of Law, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, to bestow upon you the hood of this university. Next, esteemed guests, we award our next honorary degree, the Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, to Edward Kaplan for his leadership and service and recognition of his outstanding contributions as a technological visionary and innovative entrepreneur. I invite Illinois Tech's interim provost and the Carroll and Ed Kaplan Armour College of Dean of Engineering endowed chair, Kenneth T. Christensen, to introduce Ed.
Edward Ed L. Kaplan, a mechanical engineering alumnus of Illinois Tech, is president of Nowpac Inc., a private investment firm. He retired in 2007 as co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Zebra Technologies. Because of his leadership, Zebra Technologies became a multi-billion-dollar business and the global leader in providing barcode labeling and plastic card printing solutions. In 2014, Kaplan, along with his wife Carol, made a gift of $11 million to establish the Ed Kaplan Family Institute for Innovation and Tech Entrepreneurship at Illinois Institute of Technology, the first new academic building on its Meese campus in more than 40 years. Most recently, Kaplan committed $5 million to establish the Kaplan Family Student Fabrication Center to provide a unique learning experience for today's students. Kaplan has been a member of the Illinois Tech Board of Trustees since 1993 and received Illinois Tech's Award of Merit in 2000 and the Alumni Medal in 2011 in recognition of his extraordinary leadership and service. Esteemed guests, on behalf of the Honorary Degree Committee of the University faculty, I present Edward Kaplan as a candidate for the degree of Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa.
Edward Kaplan, for your leadership and service and in recognition of your outstanding contributions as a technological visionary and innovative entrepreneur, and on the recommendation of the university faculty and vote of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to admit you to the degree of Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, to bestow upon you the hood of this university. Esteemed guests, we award our next honorary degree, the Honorary Doctor of Science, honoris causa, to Jean Rowe, a valued friend to Illinois Tech, in recognition of her deep commitment to education, specifically the STEM fields, and particularly women and girls in the STEM fields. Accepting this degree on behalf of Jean Rowe is Jessica Rojas, a 2016 chemical engineering graduate of Illinois Tech and a former recipient of the John and Jean Rowe Endowed Scholarship. Jean Rowe has a deep commitment to education, specifically in regard to STEM fields and particularly for women and girls in STEM. The most visible civic commitments made by Jean and her late husband John W. Rowe are the Rowe Clark Math and Science Academy and the Rowe Elementary and Middle School charter schools with a visionary approach to fostering educational success. Jean and John co-founded both public charter schools and both have served as volunteer mentor at each of the schools. Jean is also a substantial supporter of several universities and museums, which include sponsoring 3 chairs each at the Illinois Institute of Technology and at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, which was John Rowe's alma mater, one at the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago, and one at Dominican University in River Forest, Illinois. Together with John, Jean has been recognized for her civic and professional leadership. In 2013, she and John were presented with the Chicago History Museum's Bertha Honorary Palmer Making a History Award for Distinction in Civic Leadership. Jean and John were also named the Chicago Humanities Festival 2014 Humanists of the Year. Esteemed guests, on behalf of the Honorary Degree Committee of the University faculty, I present Jean Rowe as a candidate for the degree of Honorary Doctor of Social Science, honoris causa. Jean could not be here today. I understand that a recording of today's event will be shared with you, Jean, for your valued friendship to Illinois Tech and in recognition of your deep commitment to education, specifically the STEM fields, and on the recommendation of the university faculty and board of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to admit you to the degree of the Doctor of Social Science, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, to bestow upon you the hood of this university. Thank you. We award our next honorary degree, our candidate for the Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, to Elizabeth Liz Thompson, in recognition of her commitment to building economic equity and addressing the opportunity gap for underrepresented STEM scholars and entrepreneurs throughout Chicago. Let's applaud Liz. Elizabeth Thompson is president of the Cleveland Avenue Foundation for Education Group, which provides financial and programmatic support to leaders of color whose proximity to current and historic challenges in education allows them to influence philanthropic decisions and to create meaningful and relevant solutions. Liz has worked in nonprofits since 1993, including as the founding executive director of City Year Chicago and executive director of the Family Star Montessori School in Denver. Before her work in the not-for-profit sector, Thompson had a successful 10-year career with Ameritech Corporation after receiving an electrical engineering degree from Purdue University. Thompson is currently a director for the Lamar Advertising Corporation and a director for Chicago Public Media, WBEZ. She's a national director for Braven and chairman of Braven Chicago Board, and she serves on the board of partnership for college completion and as a special advisor to One Goal. She and her husband, Don, are also co-founders of the investment firm Cleveland Avenue, LLC. The firm provides financial resources, expertise, and individual support to entrepreneurs to grow and scale their businesses. In recognition of her work, Thompson has received Crain's Chicago Business's inaugural Women of Note Award, Chicago Women in Philanthropy's Making a Difference Award, Chicago Public Media's Amplifier Award, WCA Chicago's Community Leadership Award, the Outstanding Community Leader Award from the Association of Fundraising Professionals, the Dream Builders Award from the Chicago Child Care Society, and the John J. Dugan Award from One Goal. Esteemed guests, on behalf of the Honorary Degree Committee of the University faculty, I present Elizabeth Thompson as a candidate for the degree of Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. Elizabeth Thompson, for your commitment to building economic equity and addressing the opportunity gap for underrepresented STEM scholars and entrepreneurs throughout Chicago, and on the recommendation of the university faculty and vote of the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to admit you to the degree of Honorary Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, to bestow upon you the hood of this university.
Let me introduce you, Liz. So, thank you, President Eachenbody and Deans Krug, Castle, and Kosurik, and congratulations to all our honorary degree recipients. At this time, it is my great pleasure to have Elizabeth Thompson deliver the keynote.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you, Illinois Tech. Can I get some energy here? Good morning, everyone. Yes, yes. To President Eachenbody, Provost Christensen, Vice Provost Orgel, deans, professors, esteemed trustees, dignitaries, and everyone here today, I am most privileged to receive this honorary doctorate from a university that plays such a big part in developing the potential and the talent of thousands of students who come from so many different parts of our great city, our great nation, and beyond. I share this day with my fellow honorary doctorate recipients, several other graduates, men and women from all walks of life who have spent several hard years carrying out advanced research and adding to our knowledge. This truly is your day, and I congratulate you on your incredible achievements. And to my dear friends, Craig Duchessois, Jean and John Rowe, may God bless his soul, Jeremy Dumm, and Andrea Porter, thank you all for having me here today. And to you, the graduates, and of course your loved ones, and everyone that has helped you reach this point, congratulations, you made it. Today, you are achieving an incredible milestone, and we are all so proud of you. You are graduating with a degree from the only technology-focused university in our city. You are graduating with a degree from a school with a 92% career placement rate. You are graduating with a network of 87,000 alums who can support you and a community of professors and trustees who want to see you succeed. You are graduating from Illinois Tech, and there's no better place to be graduating from today. Congratulations. It's very difficult for me to put into words just how incredible this moment is for me. This full circle moment. Indulge me for just a few moments as we go back to September of 1963. Being born to John and Virginia Watson and Charles, George, Tony, Bobby, and Diane meant that I hit the lottery for the first time in my life. The 8 of us lived in a small 3-bedroom apartment in Cabrini Green on the north side of Chicago at 952 North Cleveland Avenue. Please remember that address, because it'll be important later in my story. By any measure, we didn't have a lot of material wealth. In fact, our family could best be described as very poor financially. But what we didn't have in money, we had in love. In fact, we were dripping rich in love. And this brings me to the first of the lessons I learned in my life that I want to share with you. Look past how others define your circumstances and define them for yourself. Where others see scarcity, I see abundance. And I'll come back to that later also. People would ask me, and they did on many occasions, how did you make it out of Cabrini Green? Perhaps they didn't think I would notice what was implicit in that question. How did I make it out? What was it to make it out of? Was it just assumed that growing up, I didn't have a positive destiny for myself just because I came from Cabrini Green? Were they not able to see past the news stories of crime and violence to realize that my neighborhood, like every other neighborhood, had families, had laughter, had kids, had love? In fact, I tell everyone that I meet that I am who I am, not in spite of where I come from, but I am who I am precisely because of where I come from. The second area where I hit the lottery is through the education I've received throughout my life. I started at Edward Jenner Elementary School in Cabrini, where I had the world's greatest teachers. In fact, my teachers were so good that they left an indelible impression on me. And I decided then and there that one day I would either be a teacher or I would elevate the profile of the teaching profession. Fast forward to March 1981. I was sitting in Calculus 162 on Purdue's campus, where Professor Schwigendorf was leading the lecture. I can't tell you what the lecture was about that day because all of my attention was fixated on this fine young man sitting next to me. We had met briefly on the first day of campus, and it had taken me all semester to get the courage to sit next to him in class that day. I asked him where he was from, and he told me Chicago. I asked him what part of Chicago, and he told me the north side. I asked him what street he grew up on, and he didn't think I would have heard of the tiny little street, but when I pressed him, he said, Cleveland Avenue. In fact, he had grown up at 1342 North Cleveland Avenue. And if you remember the address I mentioned earlier, 952 North Cleveland Avenue, you'll realize just how gobsmacked I felt at that moment. Because in fact, we had grown up on the same street just 4 blocks apart. And that was the third time in my life that I had not only won the lottery, I had won the Powerball and the Mega Millions. Because on that day, March 26, 1981, I had officially met my future husband and my now boyfriend of 42 years, Don Thompson. He is my best friend, my confidant, the smartest man I have ever met. the retired CEO of McDonald's Corporation, the world's largest restaurant company, and the current CEO of Cleveland Avenue, our investment firm with over $1.5 billion of assets under management. He is the co-founder of our family foundation. He is the most generous human being I know, the father of our son, Xavier, the father of our daughter, Maya, by the way, the two most incredible adult children on the planet. And before I say one more thing, I want to thank them for their unwavering support, their incredible love, for the wind that they are beneath my wings, and because I am a better person every day of my life because of them. Thank you. And that brings me to my second life lesson that I want to share with you today. Pay more attention to the important relationships in your life than you do to your career or to other things. They will be with you. Please pay attention to them. Fast forward to May 1985. I remember sitting in my own graduation seat, amazed that I had completed this same critical milestone that we are celebrating with you today, excited about the future, but with no certainty of what it held for me. And although I knew I was not graduating magna cum laude, I wasn't graduating summa cum laude. In fact, I was graduating thank you laude from Purdue University, but with a world-class education and 9 job offers. I accepted that telecommunications job offer, and I flourished for 9.5 years at Ameritech. But something was missing, because I realized that what I really wanted to do was not design networks, but I wanted to help young people design their lives. So I left my corporate job and entered the world of social impact, and I have never looked back. Since that moment, I have dedicated my entire professional life to helping young people realize the greatness that already exists in each of them, to elevating the teaching profession, as I said I would back in elementary school, and to recognizing the genius of leaders in education from communities that are most often overlooked. That is the work of our foundation and our independent nonprofit organization, the Cafe Group. We work to help young people get to and through college. We provide internships to introduce them to the world of philanthropy and to social innovation. And through our 1954 project, we select 5 phenomenal Black leaders in education from across this great nation every year, and we award them each with $1 million to deepen their impact so that they can help all students realize their potential. Where others see scarcity, we see abundance, and we ain't playing. And that takes me to the third and final lesson I want to share with you. Be authentically you. There are times where I question whether pivoting from the world of engineering was the right decision, whether going into a career of social innovation was the right decision. But I am who I am. And please remember to always be true to who you are. I'm sharing these stories with you because I want you to know there's nothing extraordinary about me. I'm just like you. In fact, I am you, Marilyn Flowers. Which means that this will be you in just a few short years. I'm reminded of a quote by Mae Jemison. The future never just happened, it was created. And in many ways, you have spent every moment of your life preparing for what happens after you toss your hats high in the sky today. You have been creating your future, and today begins the next chapter of that journey. And I want to challenge you all to set a vision for yourself so big that it creates a brighter future for all of us. And so as I close, I want you to imagine your full circle moment. I want you to see it clearly in your mind. Maybe it's you standing at a podium like this, or maybe it's you starting your own successful investment firm, or maybe it's you starting a foundation that provides the very thing you needed as a young person. Whatever it is, keep moving towards it and do the dang thing. And I want to end by sharing with you my favorite quote by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, and we were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Let your light shine. Thank you, Illinois Tech, and congratulations, graduates. You deserve it.
Thank you, Liz, for those inspiring remarks. At this time, I'd like to welcome Raj Ichambadi, the 10th president of Illinois Tech, to offer his remarks to today's graduates.
That was an inspiring speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this business a long time. You have been privy to one of the finest commencement speeches I've ever heard. So I'm going to request Liz to stand up. I'm also going to request her family, Dawn, Maya, and Xavier, to stand up because as they are the wings beneath her wing. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Interim Provost Christensen. We are all here to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of our graduates. Let me place your achievement in context. As you know, this university was founded in 1890 with a glorious mission to help liberate the power of collective difference to advance technology and progress for all. We have spent more than 130 years living up to that resolute founding mission. This year, the Center on Education and the Workforce at Georgetown University named Illinois Tech #1 in Illinois for 40-year net present value. That means the value of what a current Illinois Tech education will be worth in the future. That deserves an applause, don't you think? Our great university was also recently ranked #1 in Illinois and number 35 in the nation for high earnings and economic mobility in a college ranking tool that was created by the New York Times. You now have become a part of that legacy. Take pride in that achievement. Thank you for helping us to sustain our legacy of inclusive innovation. Thank you all. As you embark on this next phase of your lives, go forth confidently because your Illinois Tech education has prepared you for this very moment. You're ready because you engaged and challenged yourself as you explored new intellectual and professional goals. You also learned with and from a wonderfully diverse set of students, faculty, and staff who represent a broad range of identities and origins. But to us, the unsung heroes are the parents, spouses, friends, families, and significant others of our graduates. You are the reason why our graduates are here after the successful completion of their studies. So thank you. And I request the graduates to please look around and thank them for their support that has landed you here. Thank you. As you prepare to move on to your life's next journey, I would like to offer 3 pieces of advice that I would ask you to keep in mind. 1, take your community with you. Be mindful of your responsibility to your community, which has helped you to reach this milestone. I encourage you to follow in the footsteps of Illinois Tech's community of alumni and friends who have enabled opportunities for hands-on experiences and have provided mentorship and funding for scholarships. Give so that others may have the same advantages you had. I humbly suggest that now is the time to start giving back. Get involved. Be a mentor. Let others know what your college education has provided you, and help make sure that an Illinois Tech education is as valuable then as it is now. Second, your education should not stop here. As an Illinois Tech grad, you enter the professional world equipped with the real-world know-how to be leaders and innovators in an evolving world, one where technology is playing a larger and larger role. But your education should not stop here. It will continue, and it should continue for the rest of your life. Embrace it. Take advantage of every opportunity to add new skills and capabilities and refine the ones you've already developed. And we'll be happy to help you in any way that we can. Last but not the least, find your purpose. There is a short anecdote that the author David Foster Wallace shared during a commencement speech nearly 2 decades ago. It goes as follows. There are these 2 young fish swimming along, and they happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way who nods at them and says, "Morning, friends, how is the water?" And the 2 young fish swim on for a bit, and then eventually one of them looks over at the other and goes, "What the heck is water?" Through the parable, Wallace sought to highlight that the most obvious realities are the ones that are the hardest to see. To me, it serves as a mission to find your purpose. It may not always be apparent, but eventually you will find your purpose. And when you marry the talent that you have nurtured at Illinois Tech with your purpose, that is when good things happen. Oh, and one more thing. I ask each of you, as you depart here today as young leaders ready to impact the world, to always remember to care for about your fellow humanity. It is the most important thing that you can do. Remember, the head and the heart must work together. Illinois Tech graduates, nothing will make us happier than to see you have a significant impact in the world. Go out, make a difference, and make us proud. Graduates, congratulations again. Thank you. Thank you for being such wonderful ambassadors. Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Marilyn Flowers, a candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology and Management. An interest in coding was sparked for Marilyn during an 8th grade computer lab course in which she got her first taste of HTML and CSS. Her inquiries into coding led her to Illinois Tech, where she earned multiple scholarships and awards, garnered a great internship, and served as president of the Black Student Union from 2021 to 2022. Flowers, an Alan and Suzanne Wendorf Endowed Scholar, is currently interning as a research scholar at Discovery Partners Institute, where her work included a recently completed project focused on detecting media misinformation in healthcare. The project involved analyzing health-related videos on the online video platform Rumble, creating a queryable data lake from the video transcripts that function as a search engine, and comparing them with public data from trusted health sources. Esteemed guests, Marilyn Flowers.
Hello, Illinois Tech family. My name is Marilyn Elaine Flowers, and it's an honor to be your student commencement speaker for the class of 2023. As your student speaker, I want to tell you a little about myself. If you all haven't heard by now, I'm from the west side of Chicago. And I must tell you that the west side of Chicago is the best side of Chicago. The proof, the proof is in the pudding, or should I say the food. I'll leave that to the people for debating. I'm here today to inspire you all with a message that will last and uplift you throughout the rest of your lives. I hope that you will take these comforting, encouraging words and share them with those you love. Before I begin, I want to start by giving gratitude to President Ichambadi, Provost Christensen, the Commencement Committee, faculty, staff, parents, those who are with us today, and those who are with us in spirit. And most of all, my fellow graduates, congratulations to us. Let us celebrate ourselves on this achieved milestone in our lives. The message I want to convey to you all today is about leadership and community. Two concepts that often intertwine for the greater good of humanity. Throughout my childhood, leadership and community have been staples. From teachers who worked overtime to ensure my success, to my dearest parents and the sacrifices they made so that I can speak with you all today. Every day, I found myself surrounded by the best examples of leaders and witnessed their contributions affect me and those around me. These individuals inspired me to put my best foot forward with intention, because as we all know, no effort is worth doing without intention. When I served as the president of the Black Student Union from 2021 to 2022, then as the student advisor from 2022 to 2023, I replicated the energy of these individuals. My intention was and continues to be supporting others' light, encouraging change, and taking action. Because in my eyes, each individual is a flicker of hope, and the desire to be better is enough to ignite a full flame of ambition. We're all in this together. Despite being a well-known phrase, it's a simple truth, one that we must keep at the forefront of our minds. I know that I have bestowed these terms, leadership and community, onto you. I want to tell you a little bit more about them and what they mean in relation to you. The most essential realization I come to is that leadership and community are never-ending processes that manifest themselves in a variety of ways. They're commitments that will last a lifetime once they find you. Leadership, I discovered, has little to do with your position or role, but rather your impact. It's not about how much you've done, it's about how you've done it. That is what lingers. It's something that can't be accomplished alone. Finding inner drive is only half the journey. The other half is incorporating the support and leadership of others. That other half is what I found here at Illinois Tech. Everything we set out to do, we've accomplished. We did it happy, sad, tired, and even during the pandemic. These past 4 years are more than enough evidence to prove that Illinois Tech students have changed what it means to lead. We didn't falter, but we did what we're known to do. We rolled up our sleeves and we got to work. Some of you may have thought to yourselves, I can't believe we're the new adults. Take pride in that statement. The future is ours. And standing from where I am, let me be the first to tell you that the future looks bright. Don't listen to the stories that we have been told are true. Rather, let us start creating the reality that will be here in the flesh for generations to come. Let's do it right so that we may save ourselves the guilt of wondering where we went wrong. When you leave this ceremony today and enter the world head on, remember that you are much more than an employee or a statistic. You're a human being whose potential has no limits. You are the creator of your path, and only you can say no. How are they going to tell you that you can't do it if it's never been done? They don't know. We don't know. Be the first to know. I want to quote my mom, Charlene Flowers. Every day before I left for school, she always told me two things. You can't let them break your spirit, and once you have it in your mind, they can't take it away from you. Ensure that your ideas are heard. I encourage you all to find and use your voice, because we must continue to make sound. Along the road, you may find it difficult to fail when you have the right people around you. The hard part is finding those individuals. I'm here today to tell you that you all have been granted a head start, because the people you are surrounded by today are those people. Graduates today, history makers tomorrow. Continue to lead, continue to support your communities. Be a part of it all, and remember to give back. I can't wait to see what we achieve next. What more can I say? Let us celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Merlin. Thank you for those remarks and for always representing extraordinarily well. Your mother is a wise woman. I will remember that advice, piece of advice. Never let anybody break your spirit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now we come to the moment we have been waiting for. At this time, we will begin the presentation of the bachelor's and master's degree candidates. All degrees for all colleges are hereby conferred, and all eligible candidates will receive all the rights, privileges, and obligations connected with their degrees. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Illinois Institute of Technology, we shall now begin with the College of Architecture. I call upon the Rowe Family College of Architecture Dean, Endowed Chair Reed Kroloff.
Thank you, President Ichimbadi. Will the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees in the College of Architecture please rise? That's a good bunch. President Ichimbadi, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Architecture, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees.
I confer bachelor's and master's degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech's College of Architecture. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated? To present the candidates for bachelor's and master's degree in Armour College of Engineering, I call upon Acting Dean Kevin Castle.
Will the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees in the Armor College of Engineering please rise? President Ichambadi, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Armor College of Engineering, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees.
Perfect. I confer bachelor's and, yes, you can applaud. I confer bachelor's and master's degree upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech's Armor College of Engineering. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated? And now to present the candidates for bachelor's and master's degree in the College of Computing, I call upon Dean Lance Fortnow.
Will the candidates for bachelor's and master's degree in the College of Computing please rise? President Ekamabadi, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Computing, I have the honor of presenting you these really awesome candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees.
I confer bachelor's and master's degree upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech's College of Computing. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated? And now to present the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees in Lewis College of Science and Letters, I call upon Associate Dean Carly Kosurik.
Hi. Will the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees in Lewis College of Science and Letters please rise? Yay! President Ichambadi, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Lewis College of Science and Letters, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees.
Thank you. We'll applaud. I confer bachelor's and master's degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech's Lewis College of Science and Letters. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated? And now to present the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees from Stewart School of Business, I call upon the John and May Calamo Stewart School of Business Dean, Endowed Chair Liad Wagman, who also happened to celebrate a birthday yesterday. Liad? Happy birthday, Liad.
Thank you, President Ichambadi. Will the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees from the Stewart School of Business please rise? President Ichambadi, on behalf of the faculty of the Stewart School of Business, I have the distinct honor of presenting to you these phenomenal candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees.
Thank you. I confer bachelor's and master's degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech Stewart School of Business. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated? And now to present the candidates for master's degrees in the Institute of Design, I call upon Dean Anijo Matthew.
Will the candidates for master's degrees in the Institute of Design please rise? There are others. President Echambadi, on behalf of the faculty of the Institute of Design, I have the honor of presenting to you these candidates for the master's degrees and future design leaders.
Thank you, Anicho. I confer master's degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech's Institute of Design. Congratulations, graduates. And now to represent the candidates for the Master of Law and for the Juris Doctor degrees in the Chicago-Kent College of Law, I call upon Dean Anita Krug.
Thank you, President Echambadi. Chicago-Kent College of Law will hold its private commencement ceremonies tomorrow, and degrees will be awarded at that time. On behalf of the faculty of Chicago-Kent College of Law, I am honored to represent the candidates for the Master of Law and for the Juris Doctor degrees today.
Thank you, Dean Krug. I confer Master of Law and Juris Doctor degrees upon the candidates who have fulfilled all the requirements of Illinois Tech Chicago-Kent College of Law. Thank you. At this time, we will present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. To present the candidates, I call upon Jamshid Mohammadi, Dean of the Graduate College.
Thank you, President Echambadi. Esteemed guests, I now present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy at Illinois Institute of Technology. Will the candidates for PhD degrees please rise? President Echambadi, on behalf of the faculty of the Illinois Tech Graduate College, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the PhD degree.
Candidates, I confer PhD degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements of the Illinois Tech's Graduate College. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates now be seated?
Thank you, President Echambadi. At this time, I'd like to welcome the Chair of Illinois Tech's University Faculty Council and Associate Professor of Political Science, Daniel Bliss, to offer his remarks to our graduates.
On behalf of the faculty of Illinois Tech, I want to strongly congratulate all of you on your graduation. On top of the challenges everyone faces as students, you've worked through an historic pandemic through the past 3 years, witnessing a transformation in work and in life, and becoming the first generation to start their careers in an age of video conferencing and of remote working, an age in which the messaging app often supplants the water cooler as a place for socializing and sharing information. I want you to congratulate yourselves and each other because you've earned it. But never forget that the learning and the service and the personal and professional development should never stop. You will continue to grow as people and professionals in the years to come. And hopefully you'll come back to Illinois Tech from time to time to tell us about what you're doing and the change you're bringing into the world. As faculty, there's little more satisfying than seeing our students succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Now I would like to welcome our next speaker, Chair of the Illinois Tech Alumni Association Board of Directors, Bob Hull. Bob Hull graduated from Illinois Tech in 1970 with a bachelor's degree in business and economics from the Stewart School of Business. During his time on campus, he was an active member of Triangle Fraternity and the Illinois Tech Student Association. After graduating, Hull remained heavily involved on campus while working in various capacities at R.R. Donnelly before retiring in 2004. Hull spent 6 years serving on the Alumni Association Board and took on the role of vice chair in 2018. He was elected an Illinois Tech trustee in October 2018, and in September 2022, Hull was appointed as chair of the Alumni Association Board of Directors. Please join me in welcoming Bob Hull.
And now the moment that you have waited for has finally arrived, the last long-winded speaker. Many of my colleagues have heard me say over the years that students are alumni in training. Well, you are no longer in training. Congratulations. I graduated from Illinois Tech in 1970, and the professional foundation I received through my education here allowed me to have success in my career, and furthermore, by working hard, I retired early. Many exciting opportunities to make a real difference exist today, but there are also a number of them that do not exist. You will be instrumental in helping define the landscape of the future workforce. I do not believe that the world's long-term energy source has been identified. You will be the innovators who will play a major role in defining it. It is technology that, in part, created our rapidly changing climate. Technology, through you and your skill set, will help tame it for the longevity of our planet. And speaking of planets, in your lifetime, humans will continue on explorations to the moon and travel onto Mars and beyond. You will be the pioneers that will make this happen. We cannot continue to make small, incremental improvements in medical treatments. We need major leaps. You will be responsible for these advancements for the betterment of humankind. And should one or more of you solve the above, I will personally nominate you for the Nobel Prize. So now, thanks to your curriculum and time at Illinois Tech, you have many of the tools that will address these needs. But please don't jump to the conclusion that your work here is done. To stay relevant in any industry, you will need to keep learning. Illinois Tech will be there to continue providing you with the skills needed to stay current, be productive, and lead the charge. And now, thanks to the global pandemic, many of these additional learning opportunities are conveniently available to you virtually. Many of you already know the next step in your career. But for those who don't, remember that you have resources available to you here within the Illinois Tech community that will help you discover your purpose. Career services is not just for current students. As alumni, their support is available to you. I encourage you to take advantage of these helpful and always available resources at any moment in your journey. As the needs of our world continue to evolve, so will Illinois Tech. As you know, we are not a university stuck in the ways of the past. We are innovators, thinkers, doers, and most importantly, difference makers who were born to answer the call for new ways of thinking. The Alumni Association is committed to staying focused on the needs of our students, who are our customers, and in turn will continue to support our alumni, because learning is not a transaction, but a lifelong dedication. It is our goal to meet you wherever you are and help you take you to where you need to be. To wrap up, I encourage you all to stay in touch. As students and alumni continue to do the great things they were born to do, we can only celebrate our successes if you stay in contact by providing us with your current contact information. After retirement, I was able to enter a new chapter as an alumnus, one of volunteerism and giving back to this great university with both the time and the treasure for the next generation of Scarlet Hawks. As alumni of this university, please stay active on Illinois Tech Connect and give back however you can. You never know to whom you can be an inspiration. It is my honor to welcome you, the class of 2023, into the Illinois Tech Alumni Association. Go out and power the difference in this next step of your journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bob. We're immensely grateful for Illinois Tech's legacy of alumni excellence. Several members of our alumni community are celebrating their 50th reunion this year and have joined us here today. Would our 50-year alumni please stand so that we can recognize you? Thank you for bringing great distinction to Illinois Tech. To all of our new graduates today, it is my pleasure to officially welcome you to this esteemed group. And we've now reached that symbolic point where you all transform from students to alumni. So I now invite you to please rise. All graduates, please rise. Please turn, face the audience, and switch your tassel on your cap from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. Would our newly minted alumni of Illinois Institute of Technology please be seated? This is a feel-good day, graduates. Let's preserve the memory of this day as a time to celebrate your hard work, reinforce your friendships with fellow students, faculty, and staff, and thank all of those whose sacrifice helped make this possible. We're at the end of the university's 154th commencement ceremony. Grand Marshal, Professor of Biology and Biomedical Engineering, and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, Joseph Orgel, will instruct you on exiting procedures. Have a fantastic day, and congratulations, everyone.
So as it's been said, think of it not so much as the end, but the beginning of the next phase. Speaking of next phase, at this time, I would ask that everyone remain seated while the stage party and graduating students recess. Graduates and guests, the location of your college ceremonies are listed in the back of the commencement program. They are color-coded by academic unit. All graduates and their guests from the Armour College of Engineering, the College of Architecture, and the Institute of Design should remain seated for further instructions. All other graduates and their guests, they should proceed down the escalators to their respective college receptions. Thank you all and congratulations.